Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an incredible day so far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and Dean and I are so excited to be back here with you this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed the replay. Hopefully, we picked a good one that you guys would enjoy. But last week, I was at Crafters Convention in Illinois. And girls, my first time to go to Illinois, and it was fabulous. But so the event was, let's see, Wednesday night was the meet and greet. Thursday, Friday, all day Saturday, we got done at 5. Well, I was the last presenter, so I got done. I was supposed to be done at 4:15, but I didn't get done until 5:15 because I wouldn't shut up talking. And so we decided, because I had so much to do for this week because we had the East Texas Angel Network benefit and I've got to do all the arrangements, we were going to drive back on Saturday night. And it's almost a 9-hour drive, so it would put us home around 3 o'clock. And that's kind of when we got home. And it was such a long drive because we were in the mountains, so it was foggy. It was raining. I was afraid of deer. It was pitch black. But other than that, we got home. But once I lay down in the bed, though, at 3 a.m., I was like, I'm so glad I'm home. I don't have to drive the next day. And plus, we didn't have to waste the whole day driving. But if you guys attended Crafters Convention and you were there and I got to meet you, I was so excited. It was so great to see everybody and put faces with names and, create new relationships and form new friendships. So it was just absolutely wonderful, guys. It was a great little trip. And now I'm home full-time until we go to TDR, which is in November, Texas Designers Roundup. And then I'm done with the events for the year. But I can't miss TDR. It's one of my favorites. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you had a wonderful week last week. I hope you watched Dancing with the Stars, because we got to talk. So as you guys join us, leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. And any questions or comments you have throughout this video, as always, drop those down below, and we'll answer those. So today, guys, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go with a little spooky cat. Oh, by the way, this is our new time, okay? So usually we're live at 10 a.m., but now we're live at 9 a.m., and this is because my store opens at 10. So of course, I had to make it here for you guys every Tuesday. I don't care if I had to be here at 7 a.m. So from now on, guys, the time will be at 9 a.m. instead of 10. But again, we wanted to switch gears a little bit today and do something different. Not a wreath, not your traditional teardrop, just a different door piece that's simple and easy. And you can dress it up, dress it down, or you can do it for fall or Halloween, or mix the two together. And that's kind of what I'm going to do here today. So look at this, y'all. This is so cute. This is the little black and white cat. And it's made out of grapevine, which means you can either put a piece of styrofoam here to decorate it, or you can just insert your stems into the grapevine, which is what we're going to do today. But this is just like a non-traditional door hanger, and this is a great gift-giving idea. So if your client's on a budget and they want something on the door for Halloween, or you're filling up your Etsy shop, or filling up your website, these are great little items. So this is on sale, guys. $22.48 is the sale price. It's the item of the week, and it's available at ellishomeandgarden.com. So with this, I thought, Rebecca's going to probably kill me. Some of this stuff, guys, is not on the website because, we're having a supply shortage right now throughout the whole industry. And so things are still coming in weekly. So I kind of just have to use what I have on hand. So I've got these little green fern leaves here. And I've also got this right here, which I love. So we're going to put both of these together. And then we're going to mix in a little bit of this curly black Halloween spray to go with it. Okay? So I'm going to before I put this up here, though, it's got this little bow on here, which I think is not the cutest. So we're going to take this off. Let's just clip this off, however they have this on there. And then we're going to redo the bow by using some different ribbon, okay? Look at that. So it gives you a clean blank canvas to start with, okay? Now, you're probably going to want to use some ribbon that is 1.5 inch, but if you don't have 1.5 inch, 2.5 inch will be fine as well. And I thought I had some up here. Dina, don't judge me because of this counter. Okay. Okay, so I found this, y'all. This is cute. It's a 1.5 inch fall ribbon. It's got the cream pumpkins on it. And I think that's going to go really well with what we're going to do here. And so I'm going to tie me a bow to go in the center of the cat. Now remember, when you guys get ready to tie a bow on something, you want to make sure that it's in scale and in proportion with the actual base, which in this case is the cat. So don't make your bow too big because it's going to hide the cat. So I'm probably going to do about a 5-inch loop or so. I'm going to do a 5-loop bow because I think that'll be plenty to make a statement, but not go overboard. Okay? And again, guys, if you're just popping on, this is our new time, 9 a.m. I know I'd rather do it at 10, but I open at 10, so I've got to be here at 9, so I have time to hang out with you guys before I go to work. But y'all leave a comment. Let us know what you did this weekend, whether you hung out at home, whether you're getting back from a family vacation, all kinds of stuff. One thing interesting, well, I love, this is going to sound bad, but I promise it's not. I am very interested with tornadoes and hurricanes and all of that stuff. It just fascinates me, even though it's scary and people die from it. It just fascinates me because that the weather can do that. And so I guess I was too young, and Dina can probably tell me, but when I was in Illinois, one of my friends, Tammy, she was telling me about, she lives in Missouri, and she was saying that the tornadoes get really bad in Missouri, and the worst tornadoes I've ever had was the Joplin tornadoes. And I guess I was too young for that. I don't know. Do you remember when that was going on? It was horrible, huh?
It leveled. It
leveled the whole town?
Yeah.
So I looked it up, and I researched that when we were coming home because, you know, Josh was driving the first few hours. And so I checked it out, but it was crazy. But she was telling me that in Missouri, they have what's called like red zones. So if you get on the news and they tell you you're going to be in a red zone, between 1 and 4, the predictability of a tornado is like really high. But she told me one day she got up and they were going to go to Illinois actually because Scott lives there. And so they got up from, and left Missouri, and they were like an hour into their drive. And she said that they were talking and looking on the phone, and she just looked up and the sky was green. And she said that's a clear indication that there's a tornado coming. And it was still. And she looked over. So they pulled the car over, and she's looking at the sky, and she's like, oh my God. So she while she was pulling up the weather, she noticed that she was parked right beside a cow pasture. And she kind of, I didn't know these things. She told me, though, that people don't really die from tornadoes from getting sucked up. They die from the debris. And she was like, the last place you want to be is near a cow pasture. And so she says, she looked over, and then there's like a F3 tornado pouring out of the sky, like right beside her in this field. She stopped on the side of the road. And she said that she's always heard of baseball-sized hail, but she's never experienced it. And she said all of a sudden, it just like went crazy. And she said her car was totaled, and all she saw was these big bays breaking stuff. And so she just told her husband to take off and fly. And so he did, and they flew through that and got out of it. But that is terrifying. But it's also interesting. Like, it's amazing to me that could even happen. So, you ever been in a tornado?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could actually see it, or you just were in something? And how?
No, I was at my grandmother's, and there was it was a double tornado.
And she was talking about that, too, how in Missouri, there's a lot of them that break off and do, like, the double twisters, whatever you call them. Anyway, that's crazy. Okay, guys, let me put this cat up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And again, this is the item of the week. Well, we might have to rig this up. Let's see. Oh, here's this. And yes, there's a tag up here, y'all. I'm using that to hang it. So there's our cat. And now I'm going to take my piece of wire and carefully run it through the grapevine. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in right there on that so y'all can see it a little bit better. You want to tie this off. And again, this is a cat, so basically it's for Halloween, but for the most part, you could do this for fall too, which is kind of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to mix a little bit of Halloween with it, but I love the orange ribbon with the pumpkins up next to the black and white. The cream matches the white, so it's kind of perfect there. So once you get your bow on there, you're going to do a 5-loop bow. Then you're going to add your florals, okay? So, I have got several things here, but one of the things I want to start with for a base is just some basic greenery, guys, and this is just a leather fern bush. Not leather leaf like you use for cemetery, but a leather fern bush. And I thought this was great because it's flowy and natural looking. So we're going to put that on there first and then build up from there.
I've been in 3 tornadoes.
Hey, Beverly. Do what?
I've been in 3 tornadoes.
Oh, Lord. So was it terrifying in it, or were you kind of interested?
Considering I had my cats in the bathroom locked up and I was standing on the front porch watching it.
See, that would be me. They're like, take cover, and me and Dean are out front, like, sipping a cocktail watching a tornado. But it's really, I mean, it's just fascinating to me.
The last one, I was driving, and it came upon me driving.
And where were you at?
I was in Kentucky.
Kentucky. And see, I always thought Oklahoma was really bad, which I'm sure it is, but Tammy said Missouri is really, really bad. Okay, so we're going to cut this greenery apart, guys. And you just want to make some small pieces, and you probably won't use this whole bush, which is fine, because you can save this greenery, and you can do multiple projects or multiple cats even. So that would work out good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this, and you can glue it, of course, and use the grapevine that you have in here. And just be careful, you don't want to get too thick of pieces because it's going to hide your cat. Okay, so I'm going to take this greenery, put a little bit right there, and I'll zoom in here while I do this so you guys can see. And you kind of want to make a diagonal pattern as if you were going to do like a lantern swag, so I'm going to come now right up in here. And, you know, don't freak about your bow. Just let it kind of hang out and do its thing right now. And then we're going to take some smaller pieces that we'll cut, and we'll put these, let's see, put a little bit on each side. Okay, and we're going to do one more piece of the greenery right down here. Okay, and I'm just lifting up the cattails. So we just created like a little base layer, and then we're going to build up from there. So we put our bow on there, a 5-loop bow, then we just used a piece of wire to run it through the grapevine, and then we have the greenery that's on there now. So now we're going to add a little bit more color, which is going to be this right here. Okay, and this is the flowering Orgonia bush. Okay, how you doing? Okay, while I cut this up, who watched Dancing with the Stars? Leave a comment, let me know. I'm going to have to talk about it in front of Dina because she hasn't got to see all of it yet. But I'm just going to talk about who my favorites are. So, my favorite girl, I think JoJo Siwa, she's at the very end. She killed it, okay? But, I mean, hello, she's a performer, she's a dancer, so she can kick and pop and twerk, and I love all that. But she, like, you know, fixed in their moves. And that, you know, Brian Austin Green is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in rehab. I mean, I was in the hospital when he was on. So, he came on, and he's with his girlfriend. Like, that's his partner. And, they were so good. Loved him. I mean, he wasn't the greatest, but I just like him, so I'm going to say he's great. Kenya Moore, I give her like a 7. She's from Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, I love the Housewives. So she was good. Oh my God. The guy from, I hope you saw him. The guy from The Karate Kid was horrific. Okay. He didn't even move. He just stood there. So he needs to go. I don't like him. The basketball player that's married to, I think her name's Tatiana or Tatiana. She's on E! News or on E! Network right now. He was actually really good. Surprised he's very tall. So he was out there doing it. The guy that did the Peloton, did you see him?
Mm-hmm.
He was full of energy, so I liked him. Suni did really good. You didn't see her? You did?
That's what I...
Oh, yeah, she did good. And, y'all, I never noticed she was looking at her feet or the floor like they were saying. I thought she killed it because she did those splits, and anybody can do the splits and flip around them all four. So, I love that. Who am I missing? Anybody? Oh, the guy from The Bachelor. He surprised me, too. Matt, did you see him? Yeah, and doesn't he look so much better without that beard?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, y'all, I can't do... Usually a beard makes people look better, but that beard was awful. No. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of my orange greenery here. And this is what we're going to put in there next to break up some of that green and give us a little bit of orange because of the orange flowers in this greenery. Okay? So let go through here. We're going to put this in. Maybe if I can see down here. And guys, if you get one of these cats and it's too difficult to get the stems in there, all you have to do is just put a piece of foam on there and cover it up with some moss to hide it. And that'll work out too. Okay, so now we're going to go to the top section. And you still want to have a clear diagonal line when you get finished, okay? So we're going to pull these apart. So anyway, any comments about Dancing with the Stars? Who is y'all's favorite?
Beverly says that she agrees that the Karate Kid guy has to go.
Girl, he needs to go. He's going to break a hip out there. Okay, we're going to take a few pieces of the orange. Put it on there. And then one down here. Are you watching Nine Perfect Strangers?
Mm-hmm.
Are you caught up?
There's like one episode left, I think.
Yes, okay, I just caught up with the recent one last night because I was gone last week. Do you guys watch Nine Perfect Strangers? It's on Hulu. Everything is going to hell. I mean, that's another word for it. It's going crazy. And I don't even know what to think. So was that lady with the eye? Was she dressed up as a man so she wouldn't get caught?
She had a glass.
But when it showed the guy in the hood, it had a beard.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
Mm-mm.
I thought I saw a beard. Okay. Well, anyway, that was interesting. And I think this LSD thing she's about to do with these people, it's going to go haywire. But at the end of this, I only want one thing, and that is for Melissa McCarthy and that other guy to be together. All I know him from is Will and Grace. You know his real name? I can't think of his name.
Sheree said she likes 40 spice.
Oh, I forgot about her and Mel C. Girl, she's got some muscles. But you know what is interesting to me? So I'm fascinated with celebrities, y'all, and I look up their net worths all the time because we're very close. And they were like huge. Okay, the Spice Girls. They sold over 100 million albums worldwide. They went on all these tours where the tours sold like $100 million in tickets. And she's only worth $16 million. So either she didn't know how to manage her money or something was wrong there because I just figured they'd be loaded. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Okay, y'all, I got that in there right there. Now, to finish this off, we're going to add a little bit of fun component for Halloween. And this is a great example of how you can mix in your fall with your Halloween. So I've got one of these little fun sprays here with the curls. So if you pull this apart, this really comes apart in 3 sections. So cut it down to where you have smaller pieces. Okay, and then you can insert this in where you want. And I'm just going to put a little bit, probably one piece on each side, and just be careful when you add so that everything stays in place. I'm going to curl the ends of my ribbon tails just a little bit. Like so. Alright, and so what we've done, guys, this is a very simple project. So what we've done is we took the black cat, we took the pre-made bow off of it. Then we added in our 5-loop bow here. Then we added in the green fern leaf spray, the orange filler to bring out the orange in the ribbon. And then to break this up and make it really fun, we put in those 2 little pieces of the Halloween spray with different colors on them. So there's different ways that you guys can do this, but this is a great way. And Trinidad, somebody's watching. How are you? Sandra Austin, I just saw your name. So this is the way you can do it, but on things like this, guys, you can't get your arrangement too full or too thick, because if you do, it's going to hide your shape. And that goes with anything. At Easter, they have some of these that look like bunnies. They have pumpkins, and you just want to make sure you scale and size everything to your base, so that way you can still tell it's a cat when you're completely done. So again, the cat is the item of the week, guys. It's on sale for $22.48 at ellishomeandgarden.com. And there's lots of things on there, and they're loading things every day, guys. There's new Christmas, there's new fall, I'm sure there's some Halloween, tons of ribbons. So just if you don't like the items that I use, you can replicate this with the things that you like. And so there's lots of that stuff on the website, and all of it, I think, is on sale to some capacity. So make sure you check that out. Also, guys, here at Ellis, they've got pumpkins coming in every day, honey. I hope you made it to their open house, but they're continuing to get ready. I think they're having the pumpkin glow again this year, so it's a great time to bring your family out. So if you're in town or local, come by and check out their pumpkins, and they've got crotons and mums and combination planters and everything you need to decorate. And let me tell y'all something. For my store, I needed some flowers that go in some urns out front, and the sun sets there every day, so it's like scorching hot. And so I bought some crotons, and I'm happy to say they've been there for 2 weeks and they're still alive. So do you know crotons can take full sun?
Some of them can.
Okay, well, I think it just gets basically full sun, because usually like 2 o'clock till it gets dark, the sun is like blazing on them. But they're still good. I wanted some combination planters, but I couldn't find any that were completely full sun because we're going into fall. So that'll have to work for now. But I really wanted something like, hanging down. But oh well, that's always spring for that. Well, guys, I hope you had a wonderful time today. And again, this is our new time, 9 a.m. instead of 10, because I have to work at 10 now. But I hope you guys are having a great week and enjoying yourself and getting ready for fall. I hope you're decorating. I know Halloween's here. And I'm so ticked because I found this inflatable I wanted of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, sold out. I've been wanting it for 3 months. It's been sold out for 3 months. Then I found this archway I wanted from HomeDepot.com. It's sold out. And it's a pumpkin arch, and someone had it online. Sold out. So I guess Halloween's not for me this year. I'm going to have to move on. But I hope you guys are decorating and share your photos. Send them to us at Ellis Home and Garden, the Facebook page. We want to see, honey. And guys, don't forget I have a monthly design group, Dylan Stevens. So if you're interested in learning more about floral design, come to my website, dylanpalmerdesigns.com, and check it out there, guys. It's $20 a month. We have so much fun, and we'd love to hang out with you. All right, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week. We'll see you next Tuesday, 9 a.m. Dean and I will be back, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.
Bye.